Alright, your boy Demon and Neeyooo. Today we have to a reaction to another strange stories, and this one's called The Boy. Now, you already know what to expect. I'm not even about to waste no time. Without further ado, let's get at it. Let's go.
Mr. Van Gogh walked with the nurse down a long white hall to an isolated room.
So, what do you guys think is wrong with him?
Van Gogh's voice crept out with confidence. Textbook schizophrenia, of course.
They always think it's schizophrenia. And you're sure you don't mind me going in and talking to him?
If I did, then I wouldn't have walked you all the way out to the solitary confinement annex. Speaking of which, here we are, room A304. You can head on in whenever. I'll be right out here. The nurse let out a strained sigh as he walked in. A boy, 10 or 11 years old, was bound to a chair.
Gotta go!
In the middle of room A304. He showed no interest in the man's arrival. He just sat in the chair and stared intently at the ground.
Kind of chained down.
So, you must be Samson,
he said to the boy. No response.
I'm Dr. Van Gogh.
Still no response.
I hear that you're a very gifted young man, but you're suffering a great deal.
Van Gogh leaned down, eye level with the boy.
What are you doing?
But the boy did not look up at him.
I can help.
You can't do anything, Mr. Van Gogh.
I can try. All you have to do is explain to me what's going on in your head.
There are 7.5 billion of them. The voices.
What makes you say that?
I listen to them individually. I know them all by name. Then he looked up at the man with piercing grey eyes, including you, Mr. Van Gogh.
Interesting. What else do you know about these voices?
I know what they do. Most of them scroll through the internet and watch reruns of the same TV shows all day. Then there are those that suffer and starve, beg for a chance, or just fall over dead. And then there's you, Mr. Van Gogh, a self-proclaimed doctor that believes so firmly in the supernatural that he is willing to drop out of med school to disprove his peers. The man stood up.
Get out of there now.
At a loss for words.
How could you possibly?
And what you don't know, Mr. Van Gogh, is that I can make the voices stop if I wanted to. I can create new voices in an instant, and I can just as easily silence them. Van Gogh opened his mouth to speak, but no words came out. He pulled at his throat and collapsed to the ground with a strained sigh. And it takes so little effort, said the boy. Stephanie, he called to the nurse. Mr. Van Gogh isn't breathing. Samson's gaze fell back to the floor, listening to the voices in his head. Yes, I snuffed out her voice too.
What the hell? Oh, wait. So you mean to tell me that this dude has psychokinetic powers to where he can just kill him off or shut him up? What are you, Professor Xavier?
These lights represent every living person on the planet.
Hey, dude, are you serious? Yo, schizophrenia my ass. That, yeah. The minute he said that he knew what happened or what I was thinking. You know what? I'm gonna see you later. Bye. Time to go. You're not my patient anymore. Cause you already just discorded what I know that nobody else knew but me. I'm done. I quit. So I'm gonna end it right there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And to the next video, I'm gonna see you when I see y'all. It's your boy. Peace.